What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today we're going to be doing something a lot of people have asked for, and that's we're going to be doing a best in slot list for Blackrock Foundry and what to bonus roll. So if you came here to learn about big dick perps, you came to the right spot. Now we're going to get right down to it. Now, obviously, on what is this going to be? I guess like the right or the left of the screen. Look, I'm not too good with that, so it's going to be on one side of the screen. I'm going to have a list of all the best in slot items and what boss they drop from, the stats they have, and the name of them, of course, as well. And so we're going to be doing that, and so you guys can just kind of follow along there. And I'm going to go through every single boss. I'm going to show you guys what the bonus roll. Actually, right now, look, let me tell you something. You want to know what to use your 3 coins for? Blast Furnace, Iron Maidens, Blackhand. Okay, so we're going to get that right out of the way. And the reason for that is that Blackhand, he drops this really cool hammer that's actually not even your best in slot, but he also drops this trinket, the shoulders, and also the essence. And so also Iron Maidens drop some good stuff. And we're gonna I don't want to get too far ahead, okay? I don't want to get you guys too excited, okay, by looking at the hammer. Okay, just don't look at that right now. So Gruul, all right, look, if you're playing single-minded Fury, you want a bonus roll Gruul because he's got your best in slot sword. Okay, but if you're a man, you know, if you're a real Fury warrior, you don't want to do that. And the reason for that is that he drops this garbage. Okay, you don't want that. But this is one of your best in slot rings. Now we're going to talk. We're going to talk about a little bit of ring metagame a little bit later on in the video. Hopefully, unless I forget. But actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about that right now. I'm going to talk about it right now. Now, there's 2 rings that you can get. There's this one, and then there's also another one that has, I think, crit multi-strike. It's a very good ring. But the difference is, if you want to use the phosphorescent seal and also use the legendary ring, the phosphorescent seal will let you get very, very close to getting your Bloodthirst under a 4-second cooldown with the best in slot list that I've looked up, and I've kind of put things together as well as I've looked at other people's, like kind of like sim crafted best in slot lists, and so I've kind of really put a lot of different things together for this, and I really hope that this is a really useful information for you guys because it took me a while to do it. So hopefully it is, but I don't want to get too off topic because I already am. Point is, phosphorescent seal, if you're going for the haste to get under the 4.0 bloodthirst breakpoint, you want to go with this. If you're playing arms, don't go with this one, all right? So this is your item this is one of your best in slot rings from Gruul. From Orgorger, let's see, don't even look at him, okay? You just don't even, no, okay? Let me see, this guy. This is the other one. This is the other ring that's also really, really good. It's from Beastlord Darmak, and it's crit mastery, of course. And so this is going to be pretty much your best stat ring. Now, before I get too far into this, the way that I just determine stat weights here is I actually looked it up, but I also kind of went through everything and like looked at the math and all. So we're doing crit best stat, multi-strike second best stat, mastery third best stat, haste kind of fourth best stat. And past that, it doesn't really matter because we're going to best in slot list, right? We got to be optimistic. There's not going to be any haste and versatility. Actually, it's going to be one piece of versatility. So you do want to have this ring. If you're arms, if you're Fury, as I said before, you can use the Gruul ring. This is more of a personal preference. I think I'm probably going to go with the Beastlord Darmak ring because my Bloodthirst always crit. It's a 100% chance in all of my logs. Actually, you guys can look that up. And this belt. Guys, I'm really sorry to say it, but this belt is actually the best belt. It's $6.95, and I'm actually thinking that the belt from Trash Drops and Highmaul is going to be pretty close to being as good as this one because if it's Warforged, it's only going to be 4 item levels lower. And so if you do have the belt from Highmaul, the Trash Drop belt from Highmaul, as I do not, and you definitely might want to stick around with that because versatility is pretty much fucking useless, okay? So again, that's more personal preference, and also the better your gear gets, the better critical strike gets. And so I would say that this is technically the best in slot, but I would also say that the belt from Highmaul Trash is also really good if you can get it with some sort of either a tertiary or a Warforged on it. Okay, so Flamebender Kagraz. Now she's the first person that drops a weapon here. Now, her weapon is actually the worst weapon in this instance. Actually, it's the third worst, or third best. There's actually some polearm that's a piece of garbage, and it looks even worse than the stats are. And the chest piece, by the way, you want to be using your 4-piece bonus, and the item that you don't want to have in your 4-piece is the shoulders, and you want to have the shoulders from Blackhand, and we'll look at those later on, but I already showed you guys a sneak peek at that at the beginning of the video. So also from Flamebender Karaz, see, she's also another one you definitely want to be want to be bonus rolling if you have enough coins for it. Now, this Horn of Screaming Spirits, now obviously you look at the trinket and it's like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing, right? But it's actually not as good as the other two trinkets according to the simulations that I've looked at and everything else. But this is also, it's like marginally, very marginally, what is it? Very marginally worse. And so if you have this, it's going to be pretty much just as good as the other two. And so if you get this, don't consider yourself a loser. You're still a winner. These leggings, obviously garbage. I don't know who wants those. Stone Furry Gauntlets, as I said before, you're using tier for those two things. And this one is okay. This cloak is okay, but there's a better one. I believe it's from Iron Maidens. Okay. Yeah, the Iron Maidens. And anyway, for Hansgar and Fazgrok, you're definitely going to want to have, I'm pretty sure you want to have this, just a minute, I think that there's another one. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, never mind. Sorry, I got myself confused. From these two guys, you don't really want to have anything. And this is another, because Throgar drops a necklace that is actually slightly better than Hansgar's necklace, even though it has crit. And the reason for that, it has Mastery and Multi-Strike, and those are two very, very highly valued stats, especially for Arms and Fury. And so again, this is another necklace that you can offset if you want to increase your haste to get into the 4.0 great point. But officially, according to like all the Simcraft and everything, this is going to be your best in slot necklace from Operator Throgar. This is the pole arm. Like, don't even look at this one, okay? Anyway, these boots are pretty good. Okay, these boots are pretty good, but the best boots that you can get are from the trash. They're trash drop boots, and I don't remember the name of them because I don't have the Photoshop document that I put up there right now. But they're trash drop boots, and obviously I'll probably put them in the in big words in the middle of the screen. So the trash drop boots are the best, but these are a close second because they do have critical strike. And again, you can offset these with haste, so you can kind of get under that 4.0 breakpoint or any other breakpoints that you're trying to meet. Blast Furnace, this is it, guys. This is it. There it is. Okay, this is what you want. Crit, multi-strike. Okay, look, it's literally on fire. And I'm like, guys, let me tell you something. If you get all of the gear from Blackrock Foundry as a warrior, as mythic, you are like literally an Iron Star. So this really helps with that because like you're on fire as well with the axes, and axes are way better than the other two, maces and swords. And so this is definitely a boss that you want to be bonus rolling until you get this on like Mythic Warforged with a socket with fast on it. And so I really, really hope that everybody gets this, but I especially hope that I get it. These other two things are not, oh yeah, no, these bracers are also your best in slot. I forgot about that. The bracers have Mastery Multi-Strike. They're just your best in slot, real simple. This is like, these are really good. So like you're going to look at this and say, crit multi-strike, how's this not your best in slot? Because your tier helm also has crit multi-strike on it. Okay, and because the tier shoulders are so terrible, you want to go ahead and use the tier helm and go ahead and use, just not use these. Obviously, if you're doing progression or something like that and these drop and nobody else really wants them, definitely go ahead and pick them up. But the tier bonuses are actually really good. You also want to have the leggings here. So you're going to be getting three best in slot, potentially 4 best in slot items from this guy. So like if you don't have like the tier helmet, this is going to be a win. Was it win, 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 win? Four times you win if you bonus roll this boss. So either way you win. If you get anything, you win. Unless gold. You don't get anything. You don't win if you get gold. Helmet, as I said before, helmet is definitely going to be your best in slot. This is just garbage. You don't want this. Mastery Multi-Strike, again, this is a pretty good boots, but the boots from Trash are a little bit better. And so make sure that you get those. But again, this is another option. And these boots are probably going to give you a little bit better DPS than the boots that we were looking at earlier, the Iron Bellow Stompers. And so I would say if I was going to rank them, I would say the Trash Boots, number 1. These would be number 2, and the Iron Bellow Stompers would be number 3, but they're all very, very good. This is Blackrock Foundry is a very, very good instance for warriors and gear. And so I know Heimel's been bad, guys. I know Heimel's been horrible. Like, let's not even pretend, but it's going to get a whole lot better. And all right, so yeah, you want the helm as well. Iron Maidens, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is one of the bosses you want to bonus roll, and that's because you're going to get this cloak. Okay, Crit Mastery. It's really good. Okay, Mastery is almost on the same level as Multi-Strike, and so obviously it's really good. Multi-Strike and Mastery are like, it's debatable which one is better in arms because it depends on like if you're doing AoE fights or either way. but you can kind of decide that for yourself. But this is the best cloak in my opinion, the Cloak of Sanguine Terror, and also the best cloak according to Simcraft. And so you want to definitely go ahead and use this one. And as you can see, the Cloak of Ruin and Deception, I think that's from Twin Ogron, is not really too far behind. So if you don't get this one, as long as you have the Twin Ogron one, you're not doing too bad. This one is, again, this is an okay chess piece to have, but your tier chess piece is better, and the reason for that is because it contributes to your tier bonus. And your tier bonuses are actually pretty good as Arms and Fury, and so you definitely want to meet those tier bonuses, but if you just are kind of far off from that for whatever reason, you can go ahead and pick up this chess piece to hold you over until then. Let's see, those... no, that's garbage. And okay, this is one of the main trinkets. This is actually one of your best in slot trinkets right here. This is the Vial of Convulsive Shadows, and it's a very simple trinket. You just use it, and it gives you multi-strike. Very, very simple. The reason that this is actually a really good trinket is, for one, multi-strike is extremely good. You can use it on pull with all your other cooldowns, and also it lines up moderately well with Blade Storm and everything else in between. And if you're using Anger Management, you can probably get it in, I don't know, like every other Blade Storm if you're not using Anger Management, and I guess like every 3 Blade Storms if you are. And so like just because it's a 2-minute trinket, just as I said before, it just lines up kind of well. Anyway, that's pretty much all from him. And Blackhand, all right, so obviously you want a bonus roll for the mount. I don't even think you can, but a mount is definitely on your best in slot list. Also, he has an essence. Now, the essences, they work the exact same way as the Garrosh essences worked. And the way that is that you just turn in an essence, and you can buy, like, the chess piece with an essence. You can buy the helmet with an essence. You can buy, it's like basically a Joker card for your tier pieces. And so you definitely want a bonus roll for that, especially if you don't have your tier bonuses. This hammer looks really, really cool, and so I'm honestly going to bonus roll for this for Transmog, but it's not really your best in slot, for Fury at least, because it has Mastery and not Multi-Strike. These Overdriven Spalders, even though they look really dumb, they are your best in slot, because I think your tier shoulders have like haste, versatility, or like something really stupid on them, and so you do not want your tier shoulders. Forge Master's Insignia. This functions the exact same way as the Skier's Trinket did in Siege of Orgrimmar. It basically just procs for more and more and more multi-strike, and so it's really, really annoying to use, and I might actually just use the on-proc Mastery one because it's simpler. But this is actually the best in slot trinket if it's used correctly. Either way, so these are pretty much all the best in slot items. Now I'm looking at these on Mythic, of course, and if you guys want to look at them on like normal or like heroic or whatever else, it's basically all going to be the same stats, just a little bit lower. Anyway, if you guys have any other questions or concerns or want to say that my stat weights are wrong or anything like that, just go ahead and let me know. And I'm doing this video on like the 2nd of, was it February? And so I don't know if things will change between now and whenever Blackrock Foundry is released, but right now these serve to be the best in slot items. And as I said before, there are a lot of items that you can use, and you can kind of switch them in and out for more haste to meet those certain breakpoints. And because there are so many very good items at Blackrock Foundry, there are a lot of different ways for you to kind of mix and match to get the right items or the right stat weights that you want, and you know, pretty early on without having to have the perfect best in slot combination, because almost everything in here is pretty much best in slot, minus a couple of really bad items. Basically anything that drops from him. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go on anymore. I'll have the list up on a JPEG under the video description, and also I will probably post it on my Facebook page as well. And so you guys can have that for yourselves on what to bonus roll. And again, I'll go over that one more time. You want to bonus roll Blast Furnace, okay, for the weapon. Actually, all of these, as I said before, it's a win-win-win-win-win situation. I don't know if I said that too many times. Iron Maidens, okay, because you can get the Cloak. And I guess I said before, this chess piece is good. If you don't have the tier chess piece, you get the gloves, of course, to do your best in slot. And this belt is actually not terrible either. And also you can get the trinket as well. That's very good. And then also Blackhand. And so bonus roll those 3 bosses. And if you're really looking for a weapon, you could maybe bonus roll her too. But it just kind of depends. Like if you're going straight for weapons, obviously you want to bonus roll Blackhand, Blast Furnace, and was it Flamebender? And especially because that weapon looks really cool. Either way, guys, that's pretty much all I got. And that is the best in slot list for Blackrock Foundry. So thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.